spring is here. I can't wait for the winter to be over. Like, goodbye. I'm done with it. I'm done. Ironically, it's actually thunderstorming out right now. And I feel like that's just like gets us into the spring mood a little bit. I mean, that's what spring is. It's pretty much all rain. But thank goodness winter is over because it is such a heavy feeling. I don't know about you, but I feel very heavy in the winter. I feel down and just like a sigh. That's like literally my reaction, is just a sigh. But in the springtime, everything is different. Like, I feel like I have this new sense of energy, and instead of holding on to that weight, we're gonna change it up a little bit and do a little spring reset. You don't have to wait for the perfect moment. This is your perfect moment. Spring is the time to change, start new habits, just be a better, healthier, happier version of yourself. So first, we're gonna start off with a little mental reset. From survival to self-respect. Romanticizing your life is great, but there comes a difference between romanticizing your life and then looking at romanticizing your life and watching TikToks on how to romanticize your life and what other people are doing to romanticize their lives rather than just actually doing it yourself. You need to take action with these things. And you romanticize by choosing yourself again and again and again, and then also looking at things just in a happier and more positive light. Now, discipline builds trust in yourself. Motivation, it'll fade away. But showing up anyway, showing up just because, showing up because you feel tired, that builds trust in yourself. Later, when you do feel tired, you know that, well, I've showed up for myself on X, Y, and Z date. If you did that, you of course can show up for yourself now. What makes that any different than what you're going through right now? And discipline is how you build a life that you are proud of. Speaking of social media and TikTok and Instagram, I want you to go into spring, to go into summer with a lower follow count than you have right now, okay? Not the people that follow you, that you follow, that you're looking at. What's on your feed, you have to curate that to exactly what you want to see. Your feed is basically like your manifestation when you go on social media. What you look at is what you're gonna think about and what you're gonna believe in yourself, everything. So you need to be looking at positive and healthy, maybe educational content, whatever really sparks that motivation and that drive or just a comfort and happiness in you. You can't just keep looking at sad TikToks, the hope core TikTok. As heartwarming as those hope core things might be and very just sentimental, that can't be the only thing that's on your feed. Same goes for negative beauty content. If you're gonna be looking at negative beauty content, that's all that you're gonna be thinking about. Whenever you go on there, now you're creating a negative space for your social media. Your mood is gonna change whenever you open the app. What you're gonna do is you're gonna go through your social media. You're gonna go through your Instagram, your TikTok, you're gonna unfollow, you're gonna unadd people from Snapchat, you're gonna delete numbers that you don't even know or you don't talk to anymore. This is not to say that you need to like ghost everybody in your life, but I would suggest pointing in a different direction, especially with social media. You can choose whether you really want to unadd people from your contacts. That's up to you, but personally, that is what I have done in the past, and it has made a world of a difference. Yes, we need to unfollow people on social media, but you also need to mentally unfollow what drains you. So not just people, but beliefs, versions of you that weren't rooted in the truth. You need to unsubscribe from like the perfection culture and the hustle and grind culture. I have been one to be susceptible to that as well. Being perfect and perfectionism culture, it's not gonna get you anywhere because there is no perfect. Everyone has their own definition of perfect. Every perfect is different and that looks different based on who you are. And you also can't achieve perfect when you keep raising the bar up. So instead, you're gonna replace it with consistency and self-respect. There's 3 journal prompts that you can try to help do a mental reset. Number 1 is, what do I want to do more of this spring season? 2 is, what's one belief that I'm mentally unfollowing this spring? And number 3 is, what's one boundary that I am going to set this season? Next is probably my favorite. It's the environmental reset. Okay, this is where we get cleaning. This is where we do our spring cleaning, our spring resets. You can start by cleaning just one drawer, just one little corner of your room. And I just want to say that the goal is not minimalism. If you are a maximalist, if you love a lot of stuff in your space, you do that. I love that for you. If you are a minimalist, go for it. Ditch everything. That's great. But the goal isn't to just get rid of everything. Instead, the goal is just to make space for this new version of you coming this spring season. So we're gonna do some environmental shifts. Lights. Open your curtains in the morning, okay? First things first. Open your curtains, let the light in. Keep your water and your journal in like within arm's reach so you can just grab that, right when you wake up and start journaling if that's your thing. And also rearrange your desk to fit your real life. So for me, this is very random, but for me, I need garbage cans everywhere. I don't know why. I just need like a little place to put all like the scraps of paper, especially for like my makeup desk. I need somewhere that I can open packages and just throw it in the garbage right away, so I'm not having to like walk across the house. Does not sound like a big deal, but it's just like one little thing that just, it's a little bit more of a convenience. That helps me. Give your room a makeover, okay? Reorganize your drawers, deep clean, tidy. Maybe add some new decor. Spice it up a little bit, change up your room. Declutter, get rid of things. Next is your digital clean. Set up a calendar system. Set up your habits. I use the app just called Habits, and that's how I track my habits. I use Apple Calendar to track my schedule, and then I also use Notion for any content related stuff. So when I'm planning out my content, everything just goes into Notion. Everything has its place. My schedule is in Apple Calendar. My habits get tracked through the Habit app. Maybe update your playlists, like create a new spring playlist. Something that just adds a little bit of energy to your day. Refresh your lock screen. Maybe change your wallpaper up. You could have your spring 2025 vision board on your laptop. That's a great screensaver. And then another thing I really love to do that just makes me feel so refreshed and like clean is to clean out my camera roll. I have too many photos on there right now and too many videos. Okay, that takes up a lot of storage and a lot of space. So if you can clear that out, it's just like a nice little reset. And also, when your phone storage is cleaned out, I feel like that gives, at least it gives me like kind of like a mental reset too. Like I feel clean physically and mentally. And then reorganize your files. So maybe on your computer, maybe you have physical files, reorganize all that. And then like we said before, unfollow people that just don't inspire you anymore or fit the person that you're trying to be. So next is your external glow up. We're gonna reset everything physical appearance wise, okay? Drink your water, please. I'm begging you, drink your water, okay? Do your everything shower, get a dry brush, body wash, body scrub, exfoliate, moisturize, glycolic acid, literally all of that. Just everything, shower it up. Castor oil on your lashes, find a makeup look that works for you. Move your body, replace coffee with matcha. As for your internal reset, we're doing no situationships. Step out of your comfort zone, journal. 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. Take yourself out on dates, solo dates, okay? I take myself out on one every week. Take yourself out to a bookstore. Maybe go to the movies. Start small. You don't have to just take yourself out to dinner on the first night. Go on a walk to your local cafe or go read a book in a bookstore and just sit there for an hour looking at all the books. That sounds like my perfect solo day. Adopt the abundance mindset that everything will work out in your favor. Read books. They don't have to be the most like educational self-help books. I think it's great if you read that, but maybe just pick up a nonfiction book. Like, those are great. Next is spring habits to stick to. So we're gonna go rituals over routine. And I say this because not everybody can stick to a routine every day. Not everybody likes when everything is the same every day. So you don't need that 10-step skincare routine in the morning. I am a sucker for skincare, but you need systems that actually work for you. If that skincare routine works for you, I love that. That's great. You keep doing that. First habit is to habit stack. So you can stretch after you brush your teeth. You can listen to affirmations while you make your matcha. Walk while doing like your morning check-ins or listening to an educational podcast. Next, to get into the mindset of just being mindful, start walking without your phone. Start walking without music, without a podcast playing. It sounds boring, trust me, I dreaded it too. But honestly, the mental clarity that I get without any noise and distraction around me, especially when I'm on a walk outdoors, makes a world of a difference. Like I cannot even explain. It sounds silly, but dance in your room. Dance. There's nothing else to it. You just gotta dance. You just gotta dance it off. Put on your favorite playlist and just get moving. Now, as for your main character habits, I want you to start taking yourself on a solo date. Start with one. Start by going to the park or maybe a museum or a farmer's market. Start small and then you can increase it as you go. And you have to dress for the version that you are becoming, even if no one sees it. Dress as if your desired version of yourself dresses in full suits and business attire, you better be doing that, because the moment you step in to the person that you want to become, the moment you embody them, that is the moment that you become them. And then we have to spice it up with a little bit of creativity. Do something creative. Start a hobby. Start doing something like a little side quest, like something it's not just in with like your daily life, not within your work day, not just with family or friends. Those things are great, but you need to do something just for you. So whether that could be journaling, that could be scrapbooking, that could be vlogging, or starting a YouTube channel. Your energy and motivation and your creativity will fluctuate, but syncing your routines with your cycle can actually make your new habits quite sustainable in the long term. So the first stage of your cycle is your menstrual cycle. During this, you need to slow down and reflect. Don't push it. This is your reset zone. If you look at it in seasons, you could look at your menstrual cycle as the winter. You're pretty down. You don't really feel like doing too much. This is your reset zone. So prioritize journaling, resting, and evaluating what actually works in your life. Next is your follicular stage. This is like spring. This is when your productivity kind of takes a little bit of a spike. So you should start new projects, brainstorm, and structure your life in this phase because it's the time to dream big and really organize well. Next is your ovulation stage. This is peak energy, peak confidence. Do all the social things, record content, go to the events, ask for what you want. This is your time to do all of that. This is your time to step outside of your comfort zone. And then we have the luteal phase. At this time, you want to start to pull inward. So focus on completion, any detailed work, anything to just start slowing down again for your menstrual phase to come back. So be gentle with self-discipline because this is not the time to just start 50 new goals. Romanticizing your life is not about being delusional, though I completely support delusions. Instead, romanticizing your life, it's just a strategic way of self-respect. So we're gonna do a quick recap so you can bring everything into your spring reset checklist. Number 1 is your mental reset. Cut out the noise, rebuild self-trust through discipline and not motivation, and really just dive deep into your mental state, that through either journaling, shadow work, whatever suits you. Number 2 is your environmental reset. So make sure to declutter, go room by room, organize, get really serious about your goals, set up that calendar, set up your habits app, set routines and rituals that work for you. Next is for your physical reset. Move for energy and for your mental state, not for punishment. Make sure to fuel your body, hydrate, balance meals, and stay consistent in small ways that feel effortless, like through habit stacking. And then cycle syncing. So remember that your menstrual cycle is for reflecting, your follicular is to brainstorm, ovulation is to launch, and then your luteal is to just edit any fine little details. But just remember that you don't need to be better. You just need to be the person that you want to become. So embody them, make sure you are showing up as them every single day and doing the best that you can because I know you can do it. And if all you do this spring is to clean that one drawer, rewrite one thought, or just take one deep breath, then that's enough. And that is the end of this video. Let me know in the comments below what's one habit you're starting this spring. And if you want to see real-time resets, rituals, and how I structure my day-to-day life, make sure to subscribe and follow for more content. Bye.